Hi and welcome to Swill and Tattle with Taffy Jean. It's yours truly, the host. So today we have a talented artist and a content creator and a producer called J.Mitchell. Hi and welcome to Swill and Tattle with Taffy Jean. It's yours truly, the host.
Yo, what's good, you guys? It's your boy J.Mitchell. Pleasure for having me, and it's a pleasure to be here. I'm a singer-songwriter / rapper / producer. The list goes on.
He who says he can and he who says he can't are both usually right. Usually right. Usually right. Usually right. Usually right. Usually right.
J.Mitchell. I've been working and also I've been learning. Make sure I keep observing. Watch who I keep around me. Yeah, they be grinning and they smiling. That don't mean that they like me. I can't really trust nobody around me. Got me out and moving so cold. Yeah. Oh my God. You know I've been on my grind. Put it in overtime. You know I gotta take what's mine. Too many man plotting on me. Too many man hoping that I don't succeed. I know I'ma get through it. I'ma keep going till I do. You know I've been grinding. You know I've been grinding. You know I've been grinding, you know I've been grinding. They don't wanna see me flying, don't wanna see me striving. I'ma keep on going, know that I've been grinding. You know I've been grinding, you know I've been grinding. You know I've been grinding, you know I've been grinding. They don't wanna see me flying, don't wanna see me striving. I'ma keep on going, know that I've been grinding. I ain't got time for a hater. Going way up, yeah, you know I'm all about my paper. People gonna hate on whatever you do, so you know you might as well do you. And I remember the time you said you're my ride or die. Yeah, I knew it all was a lie. She couldn't even look me in the eye. Best believe, yeah, I'ma make you pay this time. Shout out to the fake ones. They were the same ones saying you're my day one. You know that I do it for my time. Tryna get big, done playing around. It's funny how all of these bitches would ignore me. You never used to like me, but I bet they wanna know me now. Girl, this is payback season for ya. Yeah, and I won't stop until it's over. Yeah, I'm glad that I did it on my own. Don't nobody give me shit. I don't owe nobody shit. I work too hard for this shit, and I ain't new to this shit. I've been dreaming since a kid. So if you hate, get out of my way. You know I've been grinding. 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 They don't wanna see me flying, don't wanna see me striving. I'ma keep on going, know that I've been grinding. You know I've been grinding, you know I've been grinding. You know I've been grinding, you know I've been grinding. They don't wanna see me flying, don't wanna see me striving. I'ma keep on going, know that I've been grinding. You know I'ma keep grinding. Yeah, I'ma stay grinding.
So hello and welcome.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Big up.
Amazing. We're so glad to have you here today. I know you traveled so far to come all the way to
telling
Birmingham.
you.
So we thank you for coming.
Appreciate.
You know, we've been snooping across, you know, the social medias, and we're looking at some of the content we've seen about you, and we noticed that you was on DJ AG's live stream.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
How was that experience for you? Because I mean, that's a really big platform to be on, isn't it?
I'm telling you, it was mixed feelings still, because
Yeah.
it was, you know, I was excited, but at the same time, obviously there's that pressure, that stigma there, innit? Like I gotta perform well in it, so I was nervous at the same time. But in a nutshell, in the end it was worth it though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because obviously I gained a lot of followers, like on my social media, TikTok, IG, etc. You know what I mean? Like, and of course the song weren't completely new, but because of that, it was new to someone who never heard it. You know what I'm saying?
And the name of the song is Diamond, isn't it?
That's it, yeah, Diamond. Yeah, so Diamond out on all platforms.
Yes, Diamond out on all platforms, guys. Make sure you go and stream it. So what made you write Diamond?
So Diamond, all right. So the inspiration for that single, and by the way, guys, that's a R&B fusion with drill, by the way, like an orange drill vibe. So I'm kind of singing and rapping, right?
Yeah.
But the inspiration by that, obviously, is for the ladies.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean? So I wanted to make, like I said before, I wanted to make a fusion between R&B and drill.
Yeah.
Right? But then I also I didn't want to make the typical drill, you know what I mean? The violent kind of aggressive drill. I wanted to make, you know what I mean? Something kind of similar to like Central C, like I'm on a drill beat, but I'm kind of serenading the ladies. The ladies can sing to it, you know what I mean? They can get ready listening to it, kind of thing. So that was my inspiration behind it. And obviously the concept of the song is like, it's kind of about like being in a relationship or being attracted to a girl, you know what I mean? Showing my affection to the woman, you know what I mean? So I think every man and woman can relate to that, you know what I mean? So that's basically it. You
know, while we're on the topic of drill, do you think drill is still the in genre at the moment, or do you think it's changing when it comes to the UK industry?
Ooh, that's a tough question. Yeah, I feel like, you know what it is, with genres, right? I feel like they circle back. Like, I feel like at the moment, a lot of people say, oh, drill's getting kind of like saturated, which it is.
It is.
I feel like it is, because obviously everyone likes to jump on. I'll say everyone likes to jump on the newest and hottest thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Quite a lot. So, but I would say, it's saturated now, but then I feel like there's always something that will replace it. So I feel like it might die down, but then it might come back later, but you know what I mean? In the future. So
it's all about it just circulating at the moment.
Yeah. I feel like people need to bring something fresh and new to it.
I think that's what we need right now. I feel like if we bring back the R&B, you know, that's something we need, because
100%.
I feel like music shapes, you know, our generation. And at the moment where drill was the in thing, a lot of violence was just
too violent.
It was too much. So I feel like everything is dying down when it comes to the drill side of things, and you know we're more in touch with our emotions when we sing R&B. Do you agree?
I definitely agree, and I feel like that's what's missing in the music industry right now. I feel like everyone's trying to be the tough guy too much. You know what I mean?
They are.
Everyone's trying to be gangster. Everyone's trying to diss. Everyone's trying to trap. Whatever. Like we get it. Like that's that. You know what I mean? That's a percentage of people living that lifestyle, but not everyone can relate to that.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? And then you have people, you know what I mean? Like everyone can relate to love or a companionship or do you know what I mean? Being attracted to someone, you know what I'm saying? That's, you know what I mean? That's what's missing. I feel like we need that emotion back, and we need that substance back in music.
Exactly.
Not just about, like man's a bad man. Like, there's more to music than that.
Everyone's bad man.
Everyone's a bad man.
So I want to ask you, how do you deal with the pressures of also content creating, being an artist and a producer? How do you manage that pressure?
That's a really good question. I've had mixed experience with this, because at first I'd say, like, at the moment TikTok, I got about 42,000 followers. I got more followers on TikTok than every other platform. Sorry. When I first started TikTok, I felt like I kind of started out just experimenting, so I was just posting like crazy, like once, twice a day, and then obviously a few videos blew up, and then you know what I mean, people just saw me as a content creator. However, TikTok became a bit, you know what I mean, you can get overwhelmed if you're too focused on one field, so
And
then
that's true.
you're starving the rest. So the balance became difficult to manage. So like what I was even talking to my brethren the other day, what I started doing is I started making a little schedule, like in my notes. I'll put like, all right, this day we're gonna work on content. The next day, music. The next day, producing. And then like that's how I try to create balance in a way, like a schedule to follow. So yeah, I think it's about creating balance.
Yeah, creating balance
So,
and being organized and structuring your
being
content.
organised, structure,
It just
all
makes things easier, isn't it, when
Exactly.
it comes to like posting different types of content out there.
100%.
What's the moment in your life that changed you completely?
Yeah, I think the moment that changed me, since we're on the topic of music, I'd say that what changed me is I went through a stage. I think everyone goes through the stage as a creator, a business person, entrepreneur, anything you're doing, you get to a point where, all right, you're doing well, you enjoy it, things are going well, but then there's a slope, that goes down where you're like, all right, I'm doubting myself. Like, should I keep doing this? Should I quit? I feel like quitting now. No one's supporting me. You know what I mean? I'm posting my business or I'm posting my music, and then all the people that are close to me, they're just viewing it, but they ain't posting it.
Yes.
Or, you know what I'm saying? They're not liking, they're not commenting, but then I go in my stories, I see 400 people. But then when I post it, I see 20 likes.
That's the thing. Do you know,
Yeah.
that's one thing I want to understand. Why? Make sure you subscribe to our channels. Also like our content to support the movement. If you are someone that's interested in coming onto our platform, make sure you contact us on Instagram. Why are people close to you not supporting what you're doing? Do you think that's maybe jealousy, or they just... Well, what do you think is causing them not to really fully support you?
I love this topic because I've made so many videos about this on TikTok. It varies, I think, right, from my experience. So when I say it varies, there's some people, they're either inspired by you, but their ego won't let them admit to you that they're inspired. Or, right, they're just straight jealous of you, but they're jealous of you not because they hate you, but it's because you're doing something that they thought of doing, but they didn't commit to. Exactly. So then you're a reflection of what they are not doing. So then now that admiration becomes hate. Do you know what I mean? And then a bit of it is like, a lot of them, they're inspired by you, but you know what I mean? They don't know how to show it. So it varies, but I feel like it's mostly it's jealousy.
Yeah, it is jealousy.
Yeah.
I was going to say that how can you not support someone that you know, and especially on their journey to success?
Exactly.
Why not be part of that journey?
There's no excuse.
You know, some people wait until you're at the top and then say, "Oh, I know
this is
person.
my girl, this is my man." That but then
which doesn't make any sense, because it's like when I was going through those trials and tribulations, when I needed someone to help me out or give me that upliftment, you was not there. So that's why I feel like it's definitely a deep-rooted jealousy that's there.
100%.
Exactly.
It's just like, how can you not be a part of the groundwork and then you disappear, fall off the face of the earth, but then when man's successful or when the woman is successful and takes off now, you're telling everyone that you used to do this and used to do that. Like, it doesn't mean it's fake, but yeah, it's a part of the journey, and I think every successful person has been through those stages in life.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And that also comes with people, you know what I mean? Seeing is believing with people as well. Some people, they don't believe you can do it because, I've never seen anyone close to me do this. So who do you think you are to do it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or, you've heard that term, you think you're better than me. No, it's not better. It's just that I believe in something and you don't believe in it.
Yes, it's you trusting in your own, own vision, and you're chasing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're not strong enough. They don't have that willpower to really chase their dreams. So they're thinking, how come you can do it?
Yeah, what's so special about you?
What's so special about you? Why can't I do it?
100%. So it varies, man. It varies. Everyone has their own internal issues about dreams and goals and stuff like that, innit? So yeah, that's what I talk about on my TikTok as well, for those of you that are this. I'm so proud of this podcast, this music, or this business. And then everyone's like, oh, that, you know what I mean? This was the worst song I've ever heard in my life. You just see all of these comments just trashing the artist or trashing the content creator. But I think, that happened to me as well at the start of my content journey. But I feel like you just got to ignore them, because you got to realize you can't please everybody. Like, you might get the hate. It's a balance. It's 50-50. You're going to get the hate. You're going to get haters and trolls, but then you're also going to get people that support you. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? But the trolls and the haters, you lot don't matter. You don't matter. You're not, you know what I mean? You're not putting any money in my pocket. You're not resharing. You're not reposting. And really and truly, you still watched it. Yeah. So there's some value you saw. But
exactly.
Just being negative.
In a way, they're still giving you those views, that you need to keep pushing your work. So the more hate you get, the higher you go.
The higher you go. Simple.
Absolutely. 100%. Absolutely. So looking back at your music career, what emotions fuel your writing? Because, some people have to be happy to write. Some people have to be, and maybe they went through a trauma phase, and then they feel like they need to write their anger out on a piece 100%. Of paper and then sing it out. So what emotions do you have that fuel your writing?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like emotions play a big part in songwriting as a whole in general. However, I feel like you can't always rely on emotion, because you may not always be in an emotional state to write a song. So it's like songwriters like Neo and Babyface as well. Like, if you listen to R&B, like, these are very, successful songwriters, especially Babyface, Grammy nominated, all, you know what I mean? Like, they have to put themselves in someone else's shoes to be like, all right, how would this person write a song if they were heartbroken? How would they write a song if they lost a family member? Like, you know what I mean? But they might not be going through that. Yeah. But you have to put yourself in someone else's shoes. So, but I do feel like it is powerful to write a song in an emotional state, because you feel it more. It comes, It's honest. You know what I mean? So I think you have to do both.
So I want to understand, what's the biggest sacrifice you've had to make for your career in music? What did you have to let go of? What's that sacrifice that you had to make?
Well, that's a good, strong question. A lot of things, but I'd have to simmer down to like one. I'd say the biggest one is, I feel like this is with anything you dedicate yourself to anyway. I'd say that I had to sacrifice not being liked and accepted by everybody, and not having a bunch of, you know what I mean, 50 friends, 20 friends, because everyone knows that when the more successful you become, or the more wise you become, you start to lose friends. Yes. You're not gonna have 100 friends. You're not gonna have 50, 30 man or 30 gal like rooting for you. Yeah, you go. You know what I mean? It simmers down. Do you know what I mean? So I had to sacrifice a lot of. I started out with a lot of friends, but as I started, like, you know what I mean, progressing, you know what I mean, oh, this guy thinks he's, you know what I mean, or they might be a bit like intimidated, like, oh, like he's too good for us now. Well, that's not the case. You're just not trying to grow with me, so I have to let you go, otherwise it's baggage. Yeah. So I feel like I had to sacrifice a lot. Yeah, I had to sacrifice a lot of friendships, a lot of personal stuff. Yeah. But in the end, I feel like it will be worth it, to be honest, because you have to have the right people around you.
And it is sad. It is sad, the fact that, you know, as you grow up, the people that were close to you, you have to let them go, because they will hold you back. They will 100%. Hold you back. And some people actually will sabotage you just because they're thinking, wait, I didn't expect you to do it that far. You know, some people will start clapping for you.
She's getting too close. Yeah, yes. I need to...
They start clapping for you at first. And then as you go higher and higher, they're thinking, okay, I didn't expect you to go that high. Right. And then they have to sabotage you along the way.
Like, oh, let me go call that audition that she's going to and tell them, you know what I mean? Send them an embarrassing clip of her, you know what I'm saying? This stuff happens in real life.
It does. It does.
I'm telling you.
It does. And it's sad that it happens that way.
It's a shame. Yeah, it's a shame.
But I guess it's part of the journey when it comes to success. You have to accept that's what's going to happen.
100%. You
always have to be prepared for that. What do you think the UK music industry is lacking?
Like I mentioned before, I feel the industry is lacking a lot of things now, man. I feel like a mixture of things, because if you think about it, like I'm 28 now, so I've seen music from, I'm not that old, but I'm not too young either. Do you know what I mean? So I've seen music from like the early 2000s, and I grew up with like the 90s music, the early 2000s. I've heard like Michael Jackson and Whitney Houston and all these legendary artists. You compare those artists to the artists now, not saying the artists aren't talented. Some very talented artists, but it's not the same feeling.
No, it's not.
As you know what I mean? As those artists back then to now, like it just kind of seems like now everyone's just kind of, all right, let me see how much streams we can get, how much views, and you know what I mean? How can we get viral with this song?
Yeah.
And, you know what I mean? It's just just the song and dance and TikTok.
It's all about getting viral, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just too number based.
People just releasing
these
anything
days.
just to get viral.
Yeah,
so
it's just like, oh, how can we make her go viral today? Like, I feel like it's more than that. Music needs to be, you know what I mean? Like, as I said, like Whitney Houston and Michael Jackson, artists like that, Stevie Wonder, it was all like, they were about the music first. How can this song sound great? And how can we make this like, you know what I mean? How can we make this music so people play this like after I'm gone type of thing? You know what I mean? It's not just about, they won't think, how much albums can we sell? Nah, it wasn't about that. So yes, I feel like the substance is missing, man.
So what legacy do you hope to leave behind within your music and also content creation and as a producer?
I feel like the legacy I want to leave behind, like you said, I want to leave a legacy because a lot of artists these days, I don't really think they're leaving a legacy. As far as the trendy ones and all of that, but I feel like obviously a lot of artists, like for example Chris Brown, he's already left his legacy. If he goes, God forbid, he's a legend.
Yes.
You know what I mean? People like Usher, Neo, Stevie Wonder still here. Like they will leave legacies. I want to be like on that benchmark where like my music is like, you know what I mean? On that, looked at like that, like, oh, like this music, I can play it 10, 20 years from now. I can play it 30, 40 years from now. Not like the music, like, you know what I mean? Like a lot of the times you get people, they play a song after a week or two. Oh, that song's old.
Yeah, so it's like one hit wonder.
Yeah, I don't want to be a one hit wonder.
Yeah.
I want my music to be to carry longevity. I want it to last, like even after I'm gone. So that's the legacy I want to leave behind.
What's your biggest life lesson?
I'd say my biggest life lesson would be careful who you trust. And I'd say also, backing up from that point, I'd say know the people around you. Because you've got a lot of people, right, as we mentioned before, got a lot of people that they pretend that they're proud of you until you reach a certain level. When you get to that certain level, you see people's true agendas and their true character. But you don't want to make it to the point where it's like you're not discerning it early enough and then they get close enough to sabotage you. So I'd say be careful and be mindful of the people around you early enough that you catch it. Because as I said before, there's even an artist, I forgot her name, legendary artist, I forgot her name, but she lost her life because her best friend was jealous of her. And the best friend was sending her signs, slick comments, sabotaging her ideas and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Arguing with her, but then she ignored it. The best friend shot her dead. And she was a very big artist.
Oh my goodness.
So these things happen quite a lot. So yeah, I'd say that just be mindful of the people you bring around you and your intuition. I mean, don't think that your intuition is just you being crazy. If you get a feeling, don't ignore that feeling. You got that feeling for a reason. Assess it and apply it. You know what I mean? That's what I would say.
Thank you so much, Jordan Mitchell.
We've got very deep there. Like a therapy session.
It's a must.
Yeah, man.
That's what we do here.
I've been through a lot of stuff, guys.
Yeah. So Jordan, can you please quickly give us your social media platforms? Where can they find you?
Yeah, so obviously, as I mentioned before, I'm on TikTok and Instagram. However, I got 2 different names. So that's J_Mizzy01. And then Instagram is J.Mitchell_official.
Thank you very much, Jordan Mitchell. I appreciate you. So thank you. That was Jordan Mitchell, guys. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and like and comment and also support him, guys. It's Swill and Tattle with Taffy Jean. See you later. Bye.
Woo!
that was an amazing episode, wasn't it? If you liked that episode, make sure you like and comment, and also subscribe to our channel so that you stay updated. Stay locked in on Swill and Tattle with Toffee Jean. Goodbye.